Who invented the taxes? Go back in time, go with the AI, ask who invented the taxes. Oh, guess what? Like money, taxes were invented by man. Who? Which man? The rich man. Rich men invented taxes because they found a way to, hey, we govern on a lot of people, and what if we get a little bit of these people's money for us? And then we rightfully or unrightfully justified it, saying, hey, we're gonna build streets, we're gonna build roads, we're gonna do bridges. And rightfully or unrightfully, they said, hey, we are the ones who decide basically where we invest this money. And this concept evolved and evolved and evolved till today's state structure. And of course, in many countries, the taxes are very high, in some countries are very low, and so on and so forth. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't like it. But in today's video, I'm not into, hey, taxes are right, taxes are wrong. I just want that you understand what a tax is in a, let's say, in a conceptual term. First of all, who invented taxes were rich people. If people invented the taxes, and those people are the one in power, wouldn't these people find a loophole, create a loophole so that they, the rich and powerful people, could not pay the taxes? Of course, it makes sense. Unless these people were so righteous, they said, no, I'm gonna be the first one, investing, giving, spending a good part of my income to the state, which I am kind of. So the answer is absolutely yes, of course. They created loopholes so that they could not pay so much taxes, at least. Matter of fact, if there is, and there are many legal ways not to pay the taxes. Who invented them? Rich people don't pay the taxes. Yeah, of course, taxes are for poor people. I will tax you as a powerful person because you cannot avoid the taxes. You don't have enough money, enough structure, smart people. I'm gonna tell you how not to pay the taxes. You cannot not pay the taxes because you're stuck in one place. So it's easy for me to tax you because you're stuck in one place. You cannot go tomorrow to another state. You cannot tomorrow take a flight. You cannot change your environment. You need your job. You think of it, the job is 90% of the time stuck in one place. Little companies are stuck in one place. Restaurants are stuck in one place. They cannot move the restaurant quickly. But rich people, they control things. They don't own the restaurant, they control the company, they control maybe the restaurant. Or in general, they can travel, they can fly. They have smart people next to them who are rich, who tell them what to do, how to structure things. That's why taxations oftentimes, not always, but oftentimes it's a scam, because it's really done for poor people, to kind of damage poor people. Even though I'm over exaggerating it, I know I'm going to a whole extreme. We could talk 7 hours about taxes. I mean, I'm graduated in economics, so I know how these things work, but I'm just trying to give you a specific angle of observation so that if you don't want to pay taxes, you don't feel guilty not to do it. Because even though you pay or you don't pay, nothing is going to change. So you need to observe reality from a different angle if you can, and say, hey, rich people built a system where people pay taxes, and they created loopholes so that they could not pay taxes. So there are legal ways not to pay taxes, and taxes are upon people who don't have the information, the structure, the people, the money to not pay taxes. So it's useless to get angry at those who don't pay taxes, because if you could not pay taxes, you wouldn't pay taxes, right? Or you just say, yeah, I want to help this government, especially in this day and age that we live in, where people lost trust in governments big time. People don't believe in governments big time. People don't trust information about the governments. There are governments who say, I'm going to do A, B, and C, I'm going to stop the war, and then the war doesn't stop. They say, we're going to change this, and that, and they don't. And it's another interesting point. How can you keep a government accountable? Or you tell them, hey, you, Trump, you said that after 1 day of your presidency, the Russian and Ukrainian war would have ended. They're still slaughtering people. They're still spending billions in weapons. What do? You call Trump? Have you ever checked the financial reports and the sheets, the balance sheets of your government? How much money are they spending on weapons and war? It's a lot. Did you choose it? No, that's your taxes going there. Many people say, hey, if I knew that my money in taxes would go to the roads and to the bridges and to the infrastructure of my state, I'm gladly doing it. But how you control that? It's easier and easier today to go to tax havens, right? There's plenty of them all over the world, Europe, North America, everywhere. Again, guys, this video is not supposed to tell you, don't pay the taxes, just scam the government is a scam. I'm just making you think. And if people are gonna hate on this video, welcome. I mean, I'm just telling the truth. I'm not saying this is right, this is wrong. I'm just telling how the system works. Then we can argue if the system is built correctly or incorrectly. It's like Monopoly, you need to know how to play this game. Then we can change the Monopoly game. We can talk about it, we can do a revolution on it. Become the next president of whatever state, and we can implement things. But to do that, we need to change the whole infrastructure, because 99% of the states all around the globe, the more money you make, the less taxes you pay. You're like, no, that's not true, Giorgio, because there are jumps. The more money you make, the more you pay. No, it's wrong. If you build a company, the more money you make, the more ways there are for you not to pay them. So it's it's stunning because I used to think the same as you, like, no, it's not true, Giorgio. The more money you make, the more you get taxed. No, it's not true. When you start building a company, no, the more money you make, the less taxes you pay. And now you can go in ChatGPT and start asking these questions, and you will see why I'm right, definitely right. For example, tax havens, what do you think? Should they exist? Should they not exist? Should all the states around the globe get together and do a common law where they ban certain things? Like Europe does it a little bit, right? Certain countries are like gray zone, they are kind of blocked to the payments, or it's hard, there's more control. But what about some countries that the only way they have to increment their market shares is through the financial world, it's through attracting capital because of tax havens? There's so much to talk about this, but I really want that you understand the system behind it so that you can choose what game to play and what you are okay with playing and what you don't want to play because of your morals and stuff, and you check yourself up on these matters. The more money you make, please, the more be aware that you should be careful about tax optimization. You should have an accountant or some smart human being who teaches you the way you can move to legally, 100% legally. That's the most important thing, because I still see stupid people thinking, yo, I don't like the government, so I'm not gonna pay taxes. No, if you gotta pay taxes, you have to pay taxes. You must pay the taxes. You don't be a stupid fool. But if you have someone who's smart next to you, the more money you make, you definitely want to optimize the taxes you pay. Guys, this was a little bit of a controversial video, but I hope you liked it, because majority of people are kind of scared to do this content. I instead just want to share the truth. It's nothing secret. You can chat with any AI and they will tell you the truth. They will tell you the legal things and the illegal things. They will tell you what you can do, what you cannot do. I just wanted you to understand that the system is built by humans, and not only in tax, everywhere. It's built by humans. You understand? So if humans built money, can you make a lot of money? If humans built trillions of money, can you make money? If humans built an airplane, can you, with the money that humans built, buy an airplane yourself in the future? Yeah, you can. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not promising you will. I'm just saying that everything that is built by humans can get that easy.